Good evening, everybody. I'm going to explain why Italy has the worst case of COVID-19 coronavirus, Wuhan virus, or if you want to be non-politically correct, the Kung Flu. That's so cold-blooded, just making that term Kung Flu. But yeah, here's why Italy has the worst case per capita of the coronavirus, even over China, which is pretty amazing as they have more deaths. I mean, considering the Chinese aren't really telling the truth about the coronavirus, we can't really trust what they're saying. But the fact of the matter is, like, Italy has a higher percentage of death and the highest percentage of coronavirus in the world means it's like really effing bad there. In this article explains why by Tracy Beans. Hundreds of thousands of Chinese immigrants now live both legally and illegally in Italy, with 300K registered and many more illegal. And they were in an economic partnership called One Belt, One Road. And they had a social media campaign called Hug a Chinese, where they used the Chinese-produced video from the Chinese Communist Party to dispel racism and get Chinese in Italy, which most likely this video might get banned just because I'm talking bad about the Chinese government. But yeah, look at this video.
Io sono cinese, ma non sono il virus. No, un abbraccio va benissimo, grazie. Ma grazie.
If you say, take a look how many seniors hugged this. If you take a look at the many seniors who hugged this person, and seeing as coronavirus is really infected, I mean, most of the deaths come from people older, from senior citizens. And add to the fact that Italy has a very touchy-feely culture where people love to grab you, people love to kiss on two cheeks and all that. So basically, the virus will spread a lot faster in Italy compared to a place like South Korea, which has a lot less coronavirus deaths, despite being a lot closer to China than Italy and Japan. And why does Japan doesn't have a bad case of coronavirus? Take a look at this article from Bloomberg. Yeah, Mike Bloomberg's little blog. So yeah, it was expected in Japan, but it didn't happen. And the reason why is because Japan doesn't have the touchy-feely culture Italy has, nor has the strong trade deal that Italy had with China. You know what I'm saying? Like Italy's, Europe following like Italy's measures, especially in the state of California right now, where there's like a home in place measure. Basically, like, we had to stay home except for like going outside to go to the supermarket or like I mean, go to the laundromat, you know what I'm saying, get essential items like weed. But yeah, but the reason why China dodged the bullet is because they caught onto it quickly. And let's see here. Yeah, like China has like built-in advantages, like handshakes and hugs are less common, and they have higher rates of like hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Like they like to wash their hands, and pretty much like most of their public like wears masks, and pretty much they're doing their everyday thing. I mean, there's no shutdowns, there's none of that. They're basically living the same general life they had a few months ago, but now like a lot of big U.S. cities are shutting down. Like yeah, I mean states are shutting down like California and New York. Like basically both of those places, like I mentioned earlier, are in shutdown. But back to why Italy has it so bad is because of globalization and too much dependence on trade with China. Like, look how strong the China ties are with the Italians. Like, basically, like part of their One Belt, One Road initiative, which saw a port of Trieste in northern Italy revitalized and managed by the Chinese. And the Trump administration tried to stop the deal, but Italians went with it anyways, you know what I'm saying? Because China is a big deal maker in geopolitics. I mean, they're a real big deal maker, basically colonizing the world by like paying off by like their one road China deal. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing it in Africa too. And another reason is why Italy has it so bad. It has a really old, I mean, really has an older population, has a really high Asian population, and the fact is, like a lot of adults in Italy still live with their parents. So basically, like if you saw all those people that hugged that was doing a hug the Chinese, they went back home and it spread to their parents, and basically like their medical system, their universal, just for the Bernie folks, universal healthcare system turns out couldn't accept the number of patients that were coming in. So basically, they have a serious crisis. And I wonder why our government is doing the Italy model right now, where it's really only affected by 1% of the population. Look at this. The total numbers of COVID is 273,000 people. The swine flu captured more people. I was captured by the swine flu in 2009, yet this doesn't have the pandemic fear and hysteria from the media, which is basically shutting down the United States economy. That's basically what it's doing. It's basically shutting down the United States economy because we're listening to this hysteria from Italy, and there's clear reasons why it's happening worse in Italy compared to other countries, even in Asia like South Korea and Japan, because of their strong ties with China and their touchy-feely culture. Oh man, we're living in ridiculous times right now. So please follow me, John Clem Jones on Twitter. If you like this video, please share and subscribe because YouTube doesn't have much love for libertarians or right wingers of California. Peace out.